From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for February 18th, 2016. In just a moment, we'll be taking a look at the GBPUSD Great British Pound versus the US dollar for today's analysis. But first, to recap a couple of the trade suggestions made over the past few days. Let's start here with the NZDUSD New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Yesterday, we were looking at selling into the yellow shaded area. Bottom of the blue box here, we can see the longer-term down trend line, the red trend line coming from the larger time frame. If I zoom out a couple of times here on the daily, you can see how that red trend line interacts with the current market. Zooming it back in here on the daily, you can see the market was into that red trend line, underneath the 100 period moving average. That's the green line coming into the chart, and under some Fibonacci. So we took a sell into the yellow zone. Well, the market had a little bit of a different idea. Continued to pressure higher into the mid to upper 6600s. Well, unfortunately, it went higher above our initial entry yesterday, but we got back in as it approached the orange shaded area, currently sitting with about 25 pips of profit on the trade. The trade has been moved to break even with the stop loss, so we can't lose on this trade again, but definitely looking to recapture some of the loss that we had yesterday by closing some of the profit. Again, breaking down underneath the yellow zone will be the main focus for the day today. Let's zoom in a couple of times here. You can see the market just sitting around the moving average right now. The current entry was up here right around the orange shaded area here. What we'd like to see today, of course, is the market push back underneath the yellow zone. Getting back underneath there, we'll once again look for a target back down here to the green zone or lower. So still focusing on selling, just unfortunately the market pushed a little bit higher than expected yesterday. If you take it down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see what happened. It hit here. It actually did bounce down a little bit on the 4-hour time frame. It hit there the first time, bounced back down, let's say 20-25 pips. I actually got into it again. There was one entry here, went to break even, got into it a second time, and that second time is when it went through that yellow shaded area. So the first time was profitable. Second time pushed through again, targeting the orange zone as the next entry opportunity. Yellow zone, first target for support for the day today, and then again, break through the yellow zone back down to the green zone. So hopefully you're being able to capture some profit on that trade. Aussie dollar, similar situation. Long-term down trend line here. We've been studying that on the daily time frame for quite a long time. We've seen over the past several hours a retest of that trend line and the orange shaded area. Taking a sell into the orange shaded area right around the 71.75 level. Now profitable, sitting 21 pips of profit. Stop loss is at break even at the current moment. Looking for the continuation lower. Let's go ahead and zoom it in one more time. We need it once again to get back underneath the 100 period moving average, where basically the current market is sitting and holding as support for the day today, right around that 100 period moving average, the blue shaded area. What we need it to do is get through this blue shaded area, which has acted as some congestion and resistance before, target back down towards the green shaded area, and if we can get through that green zone, we'll look for further profit on down. The risk in this scenario, of course, there is no risk because it trades at break even, but the risk in this scenario is that it breaks above the orange shaded area and continues to pressure higher. So we need it to stay within or under the orange zone, target the blue, green, pink, yellow, blue, all the way down. But the worst case scenario is that it breaks above 71.90, 7200, and continues to pressure higher. That's the risk in the trade scenario at the current moment. Let's go ahead and take it on over to the GBPUSD Great British Pound versus the US dollar. This one, long-term downtrend. We've studied that many times here in the daily videos and the live trade room. Long-term downtrend. We've seen a short-term uptick here for this currency pair. We zoom it in a couple of times on the daily. You see the red trend line went up, and most recently we've seen it moving lower along the blue trend line. So it's a little bit back and forth right now here on the pound dollar. But most importantly, over the past several weeks, we've been studying the fact that it was stuck inside this black box. You can see that. Resistance at the orange zone, support at the blue zone. We studied the blue box back here in the live trade room over the past several weeks, where it was bouncing around between the green and the blue zone. Well, we're in that zone again, between the blue and the green shaded area. You can see that today. Yesterday's candle indeed did open and close under the blue zone. We talk about that quite a bit in the live daily trade room. And open and close gives you higher confidence in the break. We see the market pushing underneath, open and close, rally, retest. This is a classic break pattern where it will break out, retest, and then you look for the next fall in the direction of the most recent trend and momentum, which has been bearish here for this currency pair. The risk, of course, is that it breaks above that blue shaded area. We discussed that yesterday in the trade room. So if you are in or looking for an opportunity to go short today, I think this blue zone is it. And I think that could be anywhere between 4350 and 4400. That's the entire blue shaded area. And again, you look back to the left, and that's what happened back here around the blue box. It even went as high as the 4400 level before turning down towards the green zone a couple of times. So definitely watching that. We want it to stay within or under the blue zone, target back down towards the green shaded area. I'm already in it. I went ahead and went short right at the bottom of that blue shaded area at 43.56, 55 is what I think I had the entry at, but it's pushed a little bit higher into that zone, so you have the opportunity to actually get a little bit better price around the 43.60 or 70 level as it pushes into there. Again, we'll be looking for it to turn lower. The risk in this scenario is that it continues to pressure higher back above 4,400. So for the day today, we want to see it stay inside the blue zone like it did back here, target back down to the green zone like it did back here. The risk is that it breaks above the blue zone and starts working its way higher for the pound dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.